Hello everyone, Sergey from Ushanka Show here again, and just a short video to talk a little bit about the death of Leonid Brezhnev, who died exactly 22 years ago on November 10th, 1982. And this is one of my items that I kept. I said I was a nerd kid back then, and I'm still a nerd. So this is his portrait after his death. He managed to get 5 stars, highest Soviet award. Some of them the hero of the socialist labor, some of them hero of the Soviet Union. He was the longest, I think, serving leader of the Soviet Union after Stalin. I think it was like 18 years, and now, of course, Putin managed to beat this record. And I remember the shock because, when you have a same leader pretty much the entire life, I was born in 1971, and then he passes away, then it is a shock. So it's on the back page. It's just it's обращение, so it's the Communist Party central committee of the Communist Party talking about heavy loss. The Communist Party of the Soviet Union, the entire Soviet nation had a heavy loss. Brezhnev left live. He was a true continuation person of продолжатель. It's hard to translate. Of the great business of Lenin. He was a flaming patriot, пламенный patriot. This stuff is read right. I was like, holy cow. But anyway, I kind of remember the shock, and then there was a nice shock because we had a day off in school. So 1982, I was 11. I was in the 4th grade, and suddenly they're like, tomorrow will be no school. We're gonna gather in the gym and we're gonna watch the funeral. So not on the day when he died, but several days later, we had a day off, and that was the first day off as like unscheduled day off. Sure, we had Sundays off. We had, summer break, spring break, fall break, winter break, but we never had anything else. Like my kids in America having snow day every other day in the winter. So I was kind of like, wow, it's kind of cool. So yeah, I remember sitting and watching. Some people were crying. And there's another thing I have. That's marking his 80th birthday. So he was still alive. What else I got here? And then, of course, Perestroika time. I kept this article. This basically talking about stagnation during the Brezhnev era. How everything was just kind of they just put in a cruise control or neutral, and the country was rolling, slowly slowing down. So yeah, I kept a lot of articles from Perestroika time, and I promise I'll start slowly working through them. But yeah, and then Andropov was next, and Andropov didn't last long either. I remember rumors that he got shot because he started fighting corruption so hardcore and scared a lot of important people, but officially he just had health issues. So then Andropov suddenly dies, and we have another day off. So I was like, man, we're doing good. And then the next guy they announced will be Chernenko, and that dude looked old and half dead already. And I remember I was actually thrilled because, like, man, this guy not gonna last this long, and I'll have another day off. And I was correct. And only when they introduced the next guy, so this is all so-called cannon carrier race, гонка на лафетах. Because if you watch the videos about funerals like of Brezhnev, Andropov, they used a cannon carrier to put the grob on it, so coffin, and they rolled the coffin across the red square, right? So that's, you have one cannon carrier, a year or so later, another cannon, so that was the nickname, гонка на лафетах. So our deceased leaders were racing each other towards the cemetery, towards the Kremlin wall. So yeah, there was a lot of humor in that. And then when they announced the next leader will be Mikhail Gorbachev, I got upset because dude looked way too young. Like, man, the days of the, dead leaders' days off are over. And I was correct. If Soviet Union wouldn't collapse and Gorbachev would remain in power for who knows long, because he died in his 90s, just several years ago he passed away. So he would be the longest probably ruling leader of the Soviet Union. But we know, as you know, and I know, the Soviet Union didn't make it. It was over in 1991, and Gorbachev lost his post. So anyways, I hope you find this short video interesting. But yeah, this is one of my remnants of that era. He had a lot of jokes, of course, about his brows. They were so huge. About his medals, there was a joke that he had a surgery done on his chest to expand it because there was no room to put additional medals. I think he holds the world record for amount of medals he received during his rule. He's just like the shiny toys. That was our Leonya, Leonid Brezhnev. Rest in peace, comrade. Alright, guys, we'll talk to you soon. До побачення. Goodbye.